EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Come on. Hey. Go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Richardson. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Colts go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Come on, set. Steal, black. Set, go.
Lance now on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The 2 teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit.
Hey!
Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
Ready.
And they'll begin by running the option. Oh, able to avoid him. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now a throw here to his running back. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 67 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified. But
a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing on first down is Lance. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Lance. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Colt defense, and they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Back to Taylor on first down. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. The Colts at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 66 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
17, Vikings 7.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, Lance's and the throw here caught by Addison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Squad 10.
From midfield, here's Lance. Completes this to Addison out left.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 44 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
60 Eagles.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Josh Downs, 69 yards. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's down the field for Jefferson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
On 1st down, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. To the right side, this is Taylor. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3. The option to give to Taylor here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go. Shot.
They go play action with Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bronco 80.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
22 needle. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Day, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down now, it's Day. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Okay, right? .52 blaster. Hut.
Now a play fake. Lance. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Come on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, it's Day. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his Lance on third down. He gets it to Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Blue striker.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He lets one go deep for Addison. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 48 yards. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joseph on for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Richardson to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go.
Second down and 3.
Viking 18.
They run once more with Taylor. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 115 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Ready.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Okay,
2nd
ready.
and 6 with the ball on the 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Now it's Richardson. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Richardson looking to throw this. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he pulls it in for the Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Richardson will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 43-yard line.
Ready.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. This is caught by Addison. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Ready.
And Lance going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a score. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down and 6 now. Now they'll change things up.
18, 5 in. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson airing it out deep for Woods. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jelani Woods, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This one completes. It's Tunyon underneath. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison. 66 yards. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Let's go now.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Powers through. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Come on, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Right, right. Drill green.
And Lance now to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
On the handoff, Taylor dances by him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Again, it's Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Ready.
Now we give to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. That is caught. He's got the first down and more.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Complete to number 3, Jordan Addison. A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Here we go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go now. Blaster, 6. Claude red. 43 red.
Lance back to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Day. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets it up past the 35. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Loose inside the 30.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Colts,
they level their mark at 4-4.